with Brian from Civic Evolution. Brian, tell me a little bit about Civic Evolution.
Okay, so Civic Evolution offers tools and resources to groups to allow them to create processes of deliberation and collaboration that allow them to address their issues or solve their problems.
Okay, can you give me an example?
Okay, I'm working right now with Australia, with the government of Western Australia and Murdoch University, and they're using Civic Evolution as a way to get policy proposals that would address global warming, and they're using it to get these policy proposals from teams throughout Australia, and we're going to just bring people together to become a 10-member team. They'll develop their proposal, and then those proposals will be funneled down to an advisory board that's going to pick the 10 top proposals and then present those to a representative sample of Australian citizens in March and try to pick some of the most important and high priority proposals that could be implemented on that government level of Western Australia. And that gives the government of Western Australia a lot of legitimacy when they try to implement these policies.
Okay. So how do you guys make money?
Right now, we don't. Okay. The goal is to offer this as a free, nonpartisan public service for civic organizations, but when government organizations, universities, etc., that expressing interest in it, then we can make money on those sorts of arrangements. So from the bottom up, from the grassroots up, it's free. When it's coming from the top down, then we can start charging. We're also looking at monetizing it around advertising if you're not doing purely civic sort of things. You know, if you're doing enthusiast clubs and all that, then we could put advertising there. And a third avenue that we're investigating is about fundraising, where a lot of the fundraising happening right now, you've got someone knocking on your door, they try to get that $50 and then they go to the next door. Well, half of your money is going into that guy's pocket, you know, and the people don't necessarily get any kind of relationship with the actual projects that are being done by the organization. If the organization sets up their projects through Civic Evolution, then they can create a relationship with the donors, and the donors can become a stakeholder in that project along with the typical recipients. It might be building a school in a foreign country, for instance. Well, the stakeholders now can get involved in that process. They can give more than just their money. They can give their expertise, their advice. They can learn about how the process is working, what's the success in the project, and with that better relationship, there can be more money coming in, hopefully, at a much more efficient rate.
Well, and what's your position there?
The founder.
Okay. And how did you come up with this idea?
It's been in development for quite a few years. It was earlier around the idea of civic journalism, of creating a nice context where people could discuss issues and develop proposals about them. But what was missing was the trajectory. What do you do with that information? And in the last year, it became clear that what we need to do is create a framework that allows you to create a process. And that process is completely customizable, but you add the activities as you need to get to your goal, where every activity has a very clear objective and an actionable outcome, and it feeds into the next activity. And it's this context that makes for a very productive environment. In the pilot projects we've done so far, there's a very high level of respect and teamwork, and no flaming, no spamming, because people get very focused by an objective that they actually believe they can accomplish.
Now, how do events like the one we're at tonight help you in Civic Evolution?
It allows me to to practice my pitch like I'm doing right now. It also allows me to find people who have new perspectives on what I'm doing.
Okay. And did you prepare a haiku for tonight?
Yes, I did.
Could I hear it?
Sure. Civic soul at risk. Groups evolve solutions through deliberation.
Good job. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, I'm here with Vinny Loria. Vinny, tell me a little bit about what you do.
VP of product at Metro. It's a location-aware social messenger, so it allows you to sign on, see people who are nearby, and start meeting new friends.
Wow, so how did you come up with that?
I joined on after the idea was thought of, but basically it was concept of people are meeting new people, moving to different cities. Instant messengers have real-time communications, but really don't give you an idea of who's around you or what's going on. And so if you're a traveler, going to different cafes, want to meet somebody, it's just really nice to pop on, see who's nearby. If you just move to a new city or starting up at school, you get to see everybody in your immediate area.
So how many... Do you have to join? I mean, is it people that come on? So how many members do you have?
You do have to join. It's free to join. It's software that you download, which is a little untraditional for Web 2.0, but it's got a lot of advanced features. If you're familiar with traditional IM clients, it works with AOL, MSN, Yahoo, so you can talk to all your existing friends. But then for other people who are on Meet or nearby, it gives you a much richer profile. It's kind of like browsing MySpace or Facebook. You see faces, profiles, kind of like hover over their screen. You can see more information, just start talking to them in real time.
Okay, so do you guys attend a lot of Web 2.0 events?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid it. They're just all over the place, and we're also pretty social people, so we like to throw a lot of our own parties.
So what are you doing here tonight?
I'll be giving a haiku tonight. So
can we hear it? We're gonna miss the presentation.
It's to be released.
Oh, okay. Some people give it up, some people don't. Well, thank you for talking with us.
Oh.